what was the hardest part for you in creating all this kit?
Repressing and depotting, because as a makeup artist, you want to show the actual product container that you bought. Like, if you bought a luxury product, you want to make sure that your client sees, like, oh, she carries Dior, or like, oh, she carries,
Calm down, guys. Thank you. We have a wild crowd tonight. Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Eye to Eye Makeup Podcast, the one and only podcast in which makeup artists unite. Without further ado, my name is Jennifer Navarro. You can find me on Instagram as JNava and on YouTube and everywhere else as Eye to Eye Makeup Podcast. And we have...
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as Makeup and Hair by Diana, but my name's Diana. In today's video, we're going to be showcasing our makeup kit, kind of like a tour video of our kits, and we're going to show or explain why we use this or why we have it in this packaging, and just kind of explain the overall
and obviously see the differences.
Yeah, the differences of somebody who's just starting out or just investing in their kit to somebody who has invested in their kit.
For sure. And let me tell you, it's a big difference. And talking from my standpoint, where I see her kit versus mine that I'm just starting, you will kind of feel like, oh, dang, I need to be on top of it, you know? But it's okay. It's a process. You got to take your time.
Don't feel pressured.
Yeah, and don't feel like jealousy towards the other person, because I'm not going to lie, sometimes you're like, oh, she got better stuff. I need to do something about it. But it's okay. I mean, like, everybody has different budgeting and a different purpose. So, yeah, don't compare yourself. But yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and begin with the tour. Alrighty, guys, so let's begin. I'll go first. So this is my kit. This is what I normally take with me if I have to do some work. So we'll open up the big bag. So what's in here? I have all my lashes. I know. I have them individually in the package. So that's just my lashes, okay? So, yeah. So that's that. And then I have like small palettes that... My thing is like, and we discussed this the other day, my problem is that I want to take extra stuff just in case. So this is why I have all these little extra palettes, you know, but the main ones that I use are under here. But anyways,
not necessary to take 20 palettes with you.
I know, but just in case.
Okay, so take them out.
Oh yes, okay, sorry. But for sure, like this one I use for inner corners. It's just small and simple, so I always have to take this. And then I have like my blush. Sorry, it broke. But like my blush palette and highlighters. My contour. This, guys, this is very special to me. This was my very first palette ever. The Carly Bible. And it's broken, of course, but literally this was my very first palette ever. Oh, so cute.
Tear.
Anyways, yeah, but now with like the pigment, you compare it, it's like, oh, you know, makeup.
How's it looking? Okay.
But yeah, like I'm just telling you, extra stuff that I really don't need.
This would be the perfect reel in the sound for in 1,000 years later. But SpongeBob, because you keep taking out palettes.
And it's just eyeshadow palettes, okay? Oh, and here's another blush palette. Okay, my highlighter palette. This I do use a lot. This I use more than the other one. My cream contour. This is unnecessary. I mean, look, guys, I'm sorry. Look how light this is. It's like not even, I don't know, Kylie. Okay. Anyways, But for my lips, I use this Mario lip palette. You can mix and create your own colors, so it's very handy. And I guess is this something good because I don't have to carry all these other lipsticks?
That's a good purchase. That's a good investment.
Smart,
because
smart.
it has
The
primary colors right here. And you can make your lipstick more cool, more warm, make it darker,
Vibrant.
make it lighter.
Yep.
So you can customize your own. And it has like this little palette to mix as well. So this was actually a good purchase by Jenny.
By Jennifer. So now we're gonna open the middle bag, which is this. And these are literally the palettes I use, like for sure. I know Diana's like condense. But the girl don't know how, okay? I don't know. So that's next content, so we're gonna be doing all that. But yeah, literally I use all these. The most one that I use, and they're all Morphe, by the way. So Morphe. Oh, pues ya cerraron, ¿no?
Ya cerraron. So look for another brand, girl.
Yeah, girl, like sponsor, a ver a quién buscamos, a ver quién cae. Anyways, this one for sure is the one I use all the time because of all the browns and stuff. But yeah, it's super huge, but it's because of the browns. And that's my go-to. So those eyeshadows. Then I have my glitter bag. A ver si no se cae. Literally all my glitters and the glitter glue that's in there. So all that. I have it in here. And then, let's just take it all out. Okay, right here, I have my primers and my powders, like my setting powders and foundation powders. And of course, it's like all drugstore because I don't do high-end yet. But yeah, it's just my powders. And then, ay Dios mío, ahí se va a caer todo. And then, oh my gosh, okay, I think this is what makes the bag heavy, which is all my foundations. Once again, I use drugstore just because that's what's in my budget at the moment, but hopefully we're gonna be expanding soon. So, yeah, with bottles and everything.
It brings back PTSD memories when I used to carry full-size foundation bottles and a lot of them broke.
Would break. And that's why I'm so trying to be self-cautious about putting heavy stuff on top of this. Para que no se me rompan. But yeah, so that's that, my foundations. And then, I guess the brand that I have the most of foundations is Maybelline. Because I like Maybelline. Is that it? Oh, and then, you know, my little mixing palette for the foundation. I don't really use it. I just use my hand at the end of the day. Like the back of my hand, so just in case.
That's actually convenient.
See, and it has a little spatula too, so just in case, because I don't use it.
Yeah, the other time I had a spatula in my kit, and she's like, "What do you use this for?" I'll explain.
Oh, okay,
yeah, last
okay.
time.
Yeah. Okay, now on this little side pocket, hold on, let me close this. Okay. On this side pocket, tengo like all my eye essentials, such as scissors to adjusting for the lashes, mascara, brow gel, what's it called this, brush cleaner to clean it, my eyeliner, the lash glue, tweezers, eyelash curler, and then on here I just have like my lip liners, and then mascaras, and like just eye glitters that are like lipsticks, y mi little clippies para el pelo. So that's that. Oh, and then one thing I learned about Diana, pero I haven't bought in the little containers. I just put cotton swabs and the little mascara brushes. the disposable ones, so they can be sanitary still until use. So I feel like I'm enfrente de un judge right now. Like, am I doing good? Is this good? Is this okay?
Oh, with me?
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't mean to come off that way.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm just that person. Like, I like to be corrected if I'm wrong or if, like, you have something to say. Like, I'm open to advice is what I'm saying. So, okay. And then I have my makeup remover and my concealers on the other side. Sorry. Can you see ahí? My concealers, and of course they're all in its container. My little jewels, whatever they're called. Yeah.
Oh, you did not go over this one.
Oh yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so that's this one for the first bag, which is the biggest one. Now for the small one, it's just my brushes. And I like to organize mine, like the very small detailed brushes up front, and then like the blending brushes in the back, and yeah, my biggers on one side. So I like to separate them, that way when I'm looking for them, I know which side to go based on. And then aquí I just have like my beauty blenders.
What?
No más tres. Muac, muac, muac. Él es el little.
Oh, is that all you have in there?
Muac, muac, muac. It's que like I've been using them and I haven't washed them and I haven't put them back in there, but.
Wait, so you reuse beauty blenders?
See? No?
No. No.
Like, yeah, like I wash them and everything. And then...
No. It's not sanitary.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to replace new ones every time?
I always gift them. I put them in.
No
their little
wonder.
touch-up
Last
bag. time I was like, "Do you want these?"
Yes.
Yeah, because otherwise
challenge.
we just throw them away. But most of the time they always take them.
Mm-hmm. I did not know that. That's nice to know. I mean, I guess it makes sense because you're using it on them and.
Yeah, because it usually builds bacteria even if you clean it. Because it's a sponge.
Well, you heard it from here. Okay, so
I mean, that's something to know, not a lot of people know that.
Yes, so replace your sponges, your beauty blenders.
And not a lot of people know that because on my videos that I posted on my Instagram, a lot of people are like, cost savings, reuse them or all this stuff. And then other people go and comment like, no, it's not sanitary. And they're kind of like fighting on my comments. And I'm just like...
You're just watching.
I'm literally just watching with popcorn.
Like,
yeah, because everybody's going off at each other about if it's sanitary or if it's not. But I always learn that it's not. And
I would agree with you. I mean, it makes sense that it's not sanitary.
Yeah, but I mean, not a lot of people know.
So. Okay, so more to my cart on Amazon. Oh, and by the way, talking about Amazon, she has her own little, what's it called?
My Amazon storefront account. It's on my bio on my Instagram account. I have everything organized by categories to if you're looking for disposables, if you're looking to condense your kit, if you're looking for general like lightning stuff, even chairs like travel bags.
Makeup chairs.
Even makeup is on there that I found that I use on my kit. So check it out.
Yes. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's it from my behalf. Like I said, it's very small.
This is all 27 pounds, right?
Yes, with the bag.
With that bag.
Yeah.
27 pounds.
27 something.
So, should she condense? Should we make videos about her condensing and the failures and the advantages of condensing?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but I just don't know me personally. And like, since okay. So I've been doing this for 3 years. So obviously this is literally prom season here. It's here. So this is like my second prom season. So the fact that I'm now wanting and ready for the next step to, invest in my kit.
And even though you've been doing it for 3 years, you don't do it too often to know really yourself and to know what you would like for your kit. So I feel like also, I mean, does it work how you have everything separated, or Would you like to have everything like, oh, here's my foundations, right next to it is my concealers, and right next to it are my powders. Like, I mean, do you think that would work for you?
For sure, because sometimes, especially with this time that I did prom makeup, it was a little chaotic, and I would lose like my palettes and like the, let's say, contour palette, and then because I go back like, and then I add more, or I blend and then add more, so I always go back and forth with it, and I would lose some. And this is what I'm like, what you said was right. Like, I've been doing it for 3 years, but it's not like every weekend or every month or every, you know, so I'm just now seriously like starting to get my feet more wet with this. So it's good that I'm learning with her, because she's been doing it longer. So it's very helpful to have someone to give me tips in person. So that's
Free
what
of charge.
But that's what we try to establish, like say, okay, not everybody has been doing it so many years, and like not everybody knows everything. So,
and it's good that you're also open to feedback, because, you know, many artists are like, no, you know,
they feel attacked.
They feel attacked, or they feel like they're better than everybody.
Yes.
Like, no one is, I mean, you're not better than anybody, because there is always somebody out there who's better than you.
For sure. And like this one time I had this client ask me like how long I've been doing this, and I told her, and I'm like, but at the end of our conversation I was like, I always never feel content with my work. I'm like, I always look back at the pictures I take, and I always look at the details. I'm like, what can I improve on? Because the minute that I stop thinking that I don't need to improve in anything else, I stop growing, even as an individual. So there is always room to better yourself in any aspect. So to me, it's important to keep knowing and to keep learning, you know, and everything, and open to criticism for real, and not just say it, and whenever somebody gives an opinion, I'm butthurt about it, because that defeats the whole purpose of you willing to learn.
Yes.
But yeah, that's my thing about it.
I agree.
So
right.
Now we'll be back. We're gonna clean this up, and we'll be back with Diana's.
Okay, so these are my makeup bags that I usually carry with me if I'm only doing makeup only. If I'm doing hair, I have this little like rolling thing, like if I'm like travel case. And I also have a chair, but I don't have a chair with me today. So to get started, I think I'm gonna show this one first and then move on to this one next. So.
Oh, you're going with the big one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did too.
So the story behind this, this was actually, I used to carry this like a backpack, because it would kind of help me, because I had a ring light back then, and that was like a huge bag. And then I would also carry my my maleta, and then I would carry my chair, and I would carry this. So I would carry this as a backpack. And I was actually carrying it one day to an appointment, and it fell on the ground.
Oh, but this wasn't your primary.
No, this was my primary. Like I had all my makeup here, and it literally fell on the ground, and you just heard everything. But nothing broke. So this just ripped, but let's just ignore that. All right. So what I have here, I have this little cute sticker from Artist Kit Company, which is where I bought a lot of his stuff. He's a very small business owner in New York, and he sells a lot of kit condensing items. So I just love his packaging, and I just put this little sticker to cover the brand of the bag.
Yeah, is that $100 for the promotion?
Yes.
Is that the guy, the Asian guy?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
I started
so
following him now.
Yeah,
because,
he's so funny. All right, so what I have here first. Look at Jenny.
All the shiny stuff.
Okay, so to get started, over here in the corner, I have my business cards, just in case anybody asks for my info. I have
that I have in my cart already. I'm so excited because I saw it. I'm like, that's so helpful.
Yeah, so these are just like hand palettes you put on the back of your hand. And instead of using your actual hand, you can use this little plastic, like put the product on top of the plastic, just so for sanitary issues. So I use these sometimes.
And is it more convenient than the actual palette mixer thingy?
It just really depends. Like, it depends what you like.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I prefer using my hand because sometimes to do tricks on makeup, you need to have the warmth of your body.
Yes.
So that's why it can be a little more convenient.
Okay.
On this side, I have Germix. So I have two different kinds. One is the lavender scent, and it's hardly scented. And then this one is super scented. So it depends on the people if
Which
they're...
one is this one? The candy apple?
Winter.
Oh, no. Okay.
From Bath and Body.
Yes.
And this one is the little touch thing. It's cool.
Oh,
Fancy. So depending, like, if somebody, you know, doesn't like the scented ones.
Don't worry, let me cover it.
Yeah, even though it does smell, but it smells super slight, like not really too much. All right, on this end,
yeah, I smell it. Just a little.
Just a little. But this one's like super strong. Well, not too strong, but it still smells good. And whenever I put it on my hands, you know, people are like, "Oh, your hands smell good," because they're literally right in their face.
And then you're like, "Yo apesto." Yeah, no, you know. Do you ever think that when you smell somebody smell good?
Yes, or I like really self-conscious.
Yes,
like,
and then I'm like, so she has her life together. And
I carry perfume and deodorant with me, and I always put it before my appointments because I just don't know, like, I'm
how nervous you'll be.
Yes, or even like I carry gum with me.
Oh, that is true.
I have mints. I have mints because I am so conscious about how my breath smells.
Yes.
So, all right. So on this pocket, I have a little fan. I've actually used these.
How strong is it of it?
So this is level 1.
Use it against your hair. Para que vean. Okay.
Level 2. Level 3. It's pretty strong.
Give me that. Let me see.
So I usually use that to dry, like if I'm setting their face with something, it works. But I've had to use it multiple times on older clients who are going through menopause, and they're literally sweating, like they're dripping sweat on their face, their hair, everywhere.
Girl, you know, at nursing school, I learned that whenever the phlebotomist is drawing blood on the patient and they feel like they're gonna faint, like the patient's gonna faint, always put a wet towel in the back on their neck because that's like, it has a lot of sensors and stuff, like sensory. So maybe you should try to ponerle el aire aquí para que
well, I usually give it to them. Like if they're waiting on me or we kind of take a break, like I just kind of give it to them. But I've had to use this multiple times because like I said, some ladies go through menopause and they're sweating and dripping sweat. And it has worked. And they're so thankful that I have a little fan. So
wait, but you're missing the main point of having this too.
Yeah, I also use it to dry their setting spray.
No, forget the setting spray, girl. When you're doing your reels model, you know, like they can do. Like, okay, girl, now look this way.
Usually girls don't really model too much.
Oh, the cold one. La boca abierta, la boca abierta. Y que se le caiga la pestaña.
Or the little pestaña goes like flowing. Okay.
Sorry, I had fun with this. But yes, this.
Should I be putting everything to the side so they can see how much stuff I have?
If you want to.
You can, if you want. I mean, you have a lot of stuff like that's individually.
Yeah.
Maybe the bigger stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
Como las cositas chiquitas.
Oh, well, I do need to take something out. Okay. So the next thing I have here is just a plastic bag with tissues. I don't like carrying the big roll of paper. So I like to just individually put everything, like individually take out the
toallas.
The toallas and put it in the baggie.
Like, what do you mean toallas? Like baby wipes?
No, just regular like paper towels.
Oh, ¿para qué?
I use this to like clean my brushes, or if I have to clean something, like it's just regular paper towels.
Okay.
So I like to carry these instead of carrying a paper towel roll. It's too much space. I'm all about condensing.
Un rollo. Yo voy a llevar un rollo.
Okay, so then I have this.
That's what I need.
Where I have my lip sharpener. I have 2 different kinds of lash glue. One is
Can I see?
one is
Okay.
one has latex and the other one is non-latex for those who are allergic to like ticks. And then I have just
Which
little
we
cotton.
wouldn't know until they put it. Tu ojo ya está bien.
Bien hinchado. And then I have cotton pads, and then I have sponges, and then my beauty blenders that I carry. I carry several because I gift it to them once we're done with the appointment.
Yep, makes sense now.
All right, and the next little thing I have is I'm trying to get rid of these because I bought a whole pack. They're dental bibs where I usually put makeup on top of them, like it's like my little mat.
That is so smart, though. It makes sense.
Yeah, so I put my little mat and then I put all the makeup on top, and it looks super clean that way.
It's super professional.
But I'm trying to go a little more green friendly. So I have something else.
Sorry. Can I give another idea? I thought, though, you were going to say, porque you know when you're setting the powder,
Oh, like a
you
bit?
can use it to not ruin their shirt.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can.
Porque,
That would be a
girl,
good idea.
people, when they have black and the powder falls, you know,
Yeah.
that's...
But I mean, usually
okay.
powder comes off quick, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought
it's-
that's what you were going to say.
No,
at
this
first.
is just for like a mat to set my
okay.
makeup, and that way it's not just sitting on top of the table and it looks all, you know, you could get the table dirty, or, you know, especially if you're traveling to people's houses, like you don't want to get their stuff dirty. Okay, so next up I have my brush belt,
The WWE.
the WWE brush belt. Which is this. I have all my brushes here. I try to have everything in one bag. But here are all my fluffy brushes, all fluffy blending, my little detail brushes here. I have more of my flat brushes here and my foundation brushes. So I carry this here. Put this. Oh.
I can.
All right, next up, I have a towel that says Makeup and Hair by Diana. So this, usually whenever I have my makeup set up, usually photographers or videographers like to record the makeup setup. So this will be like a good little, what's it called?
Professional cinematic.
What's like
moment.
a little, like, what's it
B-roll.
called? Like,
But it's the plug. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, you're plugging
I'm
yourself in.
promoting myself a
Oh,
little bit. Yeah.
I'm talking about the scene, like the shot, like the
Oh, well, yeah, that
B-roll,
too, that too.
Make it look nice.
And you know that's really smart.
Yes.
That's really smart because from my line of work, you know, I do videography and photography. I've never seen somebody use one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially now with their name on it, and it would be crazy good for like when they do the little short cinematic ones, like the highlight reels. or
Oh,
films,
yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
highlight films. And imagine if they post that on there and it's like your name's on there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's smart.
Yeah, so that's what I have this for, which it's gotten recorded a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm not that famous where I'm booked all the time. So just because I have my kit really well put together doesn't mean I'm super booked and I'm famous and all that stuff. So
I know.
all right, so the next thing I have is I'm trying to get rid of those dental bibs just so I won't have to keep repurchasing them because they can be a little expensive. So I bought a mat,
Like
like
a
a silicone mat, and you can just clean it and use it. I should have probably gotten a smaller one, but this is a good size for now. So I use this too.
Imagínate que no te cayó bien la clienta y se lo pones aquí y you're like, oops, sorry. You know, while you're putting it up.
Yeah. All right. Next up, I have my little travel trash bag. So instead of having my trash everywhere, because like I said, I have the tissues and the makeup wipes
And the
disposables. I just go ahead and throw everything in here instead of just having it everywhere.
Girl, I need
A little
this for
more
my
professional.
car.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for the car.
Oh. I just use Walmart bags.
And then I have my makeup wipes. And then I have 70% alcohol to disinfect the makeup and brushes or even the counters. Windex just to clean.
The mirrors.
Sometimes, yeah, the mirrors. But sometimes I feel like alcohol eats up the plastic and it gets really sticky after you clean it. So I like to go on top of Windex to just kind of like take that residue away.
Smooth.
Yeah, if you want to get drunk while you're at it, you get lit.
We should put wine on one of these and be, And then they're like, what is it? Oh, it's just my breath smelling good. Pero es
Smelling
alcohol.
good. And then here, because this is too big and I don't know how to condense this, I like to use eye mask.
Eye mask?
Eye mask.
Oh, okay. I had to think about
and
it.
I use these for like important clients.
So you
everybody
gotta.
fits the description.
Yes. So this is I actually got this pack with 2 other eye masks, and they're by Peter Thomas Roth. They were on sale in Sephora. They were like $75 for all 3, but these are like super expensive eye masks. Like apparently these are 24K gold, pure luxury, lift and burn.
What exactly do those things do?
So all 3
Hydrate.
of them do different things, but they mainly hydrate your under eye, especially if like the person woke up super early. But it kind of like
true.
depuffs them too. So
Get the circulation going.
yes, and then my little mints,
Yes.
because you don't know when someone's breath could be kicking.
Hey, girl, you want a mint?
No, those are mainly for me because I'm
Oh,
self-conscious.
you ain't sharing. So you're using the
No,
non-sharing.
I do give them some. All right, next up.
The actual fun stuff.
So this is literally where I have everything, and I grab everything out of one bag. I usually get super excited whenever I see my kit because it's taken so much work and so much money. And when everybody who sees, like, all the clients are like, oh my gosh, look at your kit, or like, you're so organized, or it's satisfying.
You take that compliment
yes,
to heart.
I do. It gets me so excited. That's why I'm so excited to condense our kit. Okay, so to get started, I have stickers, again, from the Artist Kit company. He sends stickers with his packages. So I like to put them there just because to look cute. And I also have pins. This one and this cat in this little lipstick palette I got from his, well, he actually gave me this one. He sent me one for free.
Wow.
I got these from Artist Kit company, and then I got the painting one because I feel as an artist, I feel like you're painting and you're mixing things. So I got
The
that.
face is the canvas.
Yes, and then I got the little color wheel, little pin as well. I got those from Amazon. So right here I have my glitter glue for the
Glitter glue.
it's from Too Faced for
Oh,
my
okay,
glitters.
Yes.
Yes, and then I have my Mexican mascara because I'm like go hard on that one. And then right here I have my eyebrow pencils. Then I have all my nude lip liners. I have different ones from MAC, Charlotte Tilbury, Makeup Forever. And then I have my mauve pinkish lip liners. Let's see. Right here I have my eyeliners. I have black, white, and brown. And then right here I have, what's it called? They're eyebrow pencils, but they're liquid. So I like to use these to draw hair.
Let me see.
They're super fine. So if you hold the lip, I mean the pencil super light, you can literally like
Make little hair strokes.
draw. Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you doing? Drawing bigotes on?
Y sí, a los que te caen mal. Oops.
Okay, so right here I have more of my darker brown, orangey lip liners. Right here I have, of course, my red and purple and burgundy colors for lip liners. My little hair clips from Artist Kit Company. These are jumbo size because they're big and I like them. Then I have here 2 glitter liners. I went blank. And then here I have all my little tools. So these 2 are for lashes, and these are to squeeze the lashes. I have my spatula. I have this to pick up all the rhinestones. And little tweezers. And I have different kinds for the lashes.
Which one do you prefer? Like the regular tweezers or like the ones that are arched? Or like
I think
las que tienen-
regular.
Yeah, me too. I use regular.
Yeah. Okay, then moving on to the main area, I usually like to organize by how I work the face. So of course, I first start by cleansing, prepping the skin. I have my little disposables right here. And all right here are, this first little things is my skincare. And I've depotted all of this. Otherwise, this would be probably like 20 pounds in general because of all like the skincare I literally have here, which is a lot. Like I've depotted so many things. So this works well for me. I also here just to put, I have like little MAC pigments just because I have no other place to put them. So I have this here. Then I also have my little palettes that I condensed because you don't need 20 palettes.
Eyeshadow palette.
Eyeshadow palettes. So first I have my concealer palette that I condensed. Here are...
Oh, so they're not all powders. They're creams too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here I have my little browns, my mauves, my neutral gray, and then my rainbow for the colorful ones. And then here I have the cream rainbow just in case I want to mix this. And I literally use this for a lot of things. I use this for foundation. I use this for lipsticks. I use this even for eyeshadows. Depending on what I'm doing, I'm mixing different colors into those things.
Sorry, what are those?
This is Makeup Forever cream palette.
Cream, okay.
They have like this big palette and it has like the creams and all that. And you can mix it with a lot of things.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to buy like the colors, like the reds, blues. Okay.
Yeah, no, I use this a lot. Like this is my favorite, one of my favorite things. All right, so moving on, I have all my, excuse me. I have all my concealers here in this area. And then I have 2 of my setting powders.
That looks funny.
Yeah, 2 of my setting powders. One is my Laura Mercier and my Chanel powder. Usually I like to set the face with Laura Mercier. If it's a really exclusive person, I use Chanel powder. But whatever powder I use is the one that I also give to them. I put it in a little container and I put it in their touch-up kit. Okay. And I have this one, the MAC Fix Plus by itself. It has its purpose in here because usually the MAC Fix Plus is not a setting powder, but it's more of a hydrating powder. Setting powder is more of a hydrating spray, and it's not a setting spray. So I have this by itself, and I have all my setting sprays right here. So instead of having those big things, I have them right here. All right. Then I have
the funnest. What would you say is the funnest thing for you? Product. I guess mine is the foundation.
I don't know. This?
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess my skincare. I love my skincare, yeah.
Mine's the foundation part.
Okay, so here are all my foundations that I depotted. I really need to make a reel out of all the bottles I depotted because it would be probably 30 pounds. Like I have so many foundations right here. I have MAC, I have Charlotte Tilbury, I have NARS, I have Giorgio Armani, Dior. I have all kinds of foundations here, and it's so convenient because it's just,
clearly right there.
Yeah, and even though it doesn't have the brand, I mean, the quality is what kind of makes up for it. So next up, I have also this little acrylic palette that I get to put product here, and this also helps with minimizing how much you're putting because you also don't want to keep wasting your product.
That's true.
And this helps with kind of like limiting yourself to how much you're putting into a face.
Yeah, I have overused a product and then like squirt it out and then don't really use it all.
Yeah, so this helps.
So that's helpful.
And the way these bottles are made, it also helps with how much you're pouring out. So it doesn't like squeeze so much. And then this is a different one, but it's like has that tiny little cap.
Okay. So it's even smaller.
Yeah. All right, next up. Oh, I forgot my scissors are here.
They fail.
Yeah, they failed. So next up, I'm just going to grab from here, I guess. I have my under eye cream. It's by Bobbi Brown. I haven't depotted this because I don't want to take it away from the packaging. So cute. I have my Pro Longer MAC, which I use this for my eyes as well.
Like for the for the
I use a lot of different things to prep the eye, just depending. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna start here. These are powders that I haven't condensed, and I don't think I'm going to condense. I have my Hourglass setting powder. It's kind of like shaped in a weird way where it's hard to condense, so I'm probably not going to condense this one. And then I have all the 4 shades of my Charlotte Tilbury setting powders as well. The packaging is cute, so I probably won't condense these.
They look fancy.
Yeah. And then I have 2 bronzers by M Cosmetics. These are more on the neutral side instead of the orangey side. So there are these.
Okay.
And these are super nice. And then I have my One Size Patrick TA bronzers. These are for like darker skin complexions. They're pretty dark.
Would you say they look too orange? Are they that orange?
They can be, depending on how you're applying.
Okay.
And then here I have my glitter palettes by Nabla. And then I have my favorite highlighter by Dior. Okay, next up.
Sorry, I'm just looking at her
No,
stuff.
next up I have all my liquid lipsticks and my glosses. So here are the liquid lipsticks with gloss, more liquid. These are my mobs. They're kind of like spread it out. I used to have them organized, but sometimes when I'm like super like in a hurry, they just kind of get misplaced. Here I have my favorite gloss. I usually most of the time this will go on their touch-up kit if they're wearing gloss, just so they can touch up later in the day. And then I have 2 of the Rare Beauty blushes.
I've seen this.
I love these.
What are you trying to do?
And then I have my Color Fix by Danessa Merrick's, the white cream, because I'm running out of this one and I use the white cream a lot for different things. So I decided to buy this, and I decided to buy the Inglot thing.
Oh yeah, I have that too.
And then here I have my Inglot eyeliner and some more cream things, and then Anastasia brow wax.
Kat Von D. Oh, this is the one I used.
My back kind of hurting. Okay, next up, I depotted my ColourPop eyeshadows. And I also I repressed my highlighters that I had, because they're these. They were from Anastasia and Fenty Beauty, but you know, their packaging is bulky. So I depotted them into these little tiny containers. And then I have the shadows here from ColourPop.
Hopefully that's my first step to mine. It's just putting the necessity.
And then I depotted my regular lipsticks into this little container.
So like the actual, like, let's say a MAC regular lipstick, and you press
I melted it into here. Which I have several of these. And then here I have my Makeup by Mario mattes. I haven't depotted this because I think it's still like small and I don't see the need for it, because I already have a brown palette over here. So I don't think I have to depot that one.
Sorry, quick question. Can you depot mattes, or does it have to be creams only?
No, as long as it's like a bullet lipstick, you can depot it. If it's in these types, you can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next up, I have my Patrick TA palette. I haven't depotted this one either. Super cute. I don't plan to anytime soon. And then these are my favorite.
Okay.
Put this later.
This is what she was telling me the other day.
These are palettes I repressed. One is my bronzers. And I have this little kitchen mat just so it won't break or hit anything. And then here are my blushes. I use my blush palette all the time. And then I have my face powders.
So you just grabbed other brands and just put them all in here.
A lot of those bronzers are from that Morphe palette. You have that big one.
That Morphe?
The Morphe palette, the big one that you have, one of the ones that you use the most.
Oh, like the actual eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you use it as bronzing.
No, the bronzers that are in the middle, those are bronzers.
These.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
No, but the palette you have.
The middle ones are
the middle
bronzers.
ones are bronzers. Yeah.
I think they're too orange.
I use them for
Orange and
bronzing.
brown. I might try it then. I didn't know that.
All right.
Oh, and then your blush. Can I see your blushes?
Oh, yeah. Then next up,
Oh,
I
sorry.
have...
Once again, what about your blushes? Like, what actual palettes did you get? Like, did you condense them from?
all of those except one is Anastasia, but all of them are MAC.
Okay. Have you tried the Jacqueline Hill one? No? I've been tempted to buy it, to try it. But okay, sorry.
All right. Next up, I have my lashes. I have different kinds. Some of them that are too fluffy, I just cut them up and put them in this little container. And then the ones that I use the most, that I always like see myself buying and rebuying again, are here. And they don't look this dramatic, but I usually put them together.
And she stacks them.
And I stack them together just so I could fit more.
Whew, my wallet is dry already and I haven't even bought anything.
Next up, I haven't condensed these because I think they're so little and cute. I have my Mario little shadow. I use this all the time. It's so cute. And then I have my Dior blush. As you can tell, I use this a lot too. And then I depotted my cream contours. I have all my Fenty right here. I have my Chanel's. And then I also have my cream blushes as well.
Okay. So
And
with all... Oh, okay,
last
sorry.
thing, my acrylic palette.
Girl, now this is glass. Well,
it's
not glass,
acrylic.
but plastic. Yeah,
It's
better
acrylic.
than mine. Mine is like paper thin. But anyways, okay, so question. Alrighty, so the question we all want to know. How much would you say an estimate of all this?
Like including makeup product?
Like
Everything.
Yeah, everything
Everything?
from buying the little containers, the bottles, the product itself, everything. What is the money we're talking about here?
Andres.
Just an
Andres,
estimate.
get ready
Okay.
because you're about to drop some money.
I'm not dropping anything.
Okay, hold on. Andres, take a guess. How much do you think this? Because he has no idea how much makeup costs, okay? He has no idea.
I want to say between. I want to say maybe $1,500 to $2,000.
What about you?
I was going to say like 1,000, 1,500.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, hold on. I'm not analyzing the Chanel, the Dior, hold on, because that
I mean,
itself.
if you're including literally all the product and
Because let's be realistic. This palette itself.
it's like $50.
Yes.
That right there.
So okay, so what would you say?
This alone was $100, not including the pants and the little thing. The product alone is already $100. I mean, I've lost count because I've been building it for years. But I think it's like close to like $4,000 to $5,000 I spent.
Girl, you better file all this in your taxes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, the money that you spend on condensing and then not even counting the product. Because, I mean, it's expensive.
Okay, so $4,000 to $5,000.
Oh, but that's
How
also,
many-
I'm so dumb. That's also including like my case and my light and my chair. Yeah.
So what would you say is the time span that you've spent those 4 to 5K on this all your kit?
Well, I mean, I started buying product like I don't know. I guess maybe a 3-year span, 2-year span.
So within a 2 to 3 year span, within a 2 to 3 year span, you spent $4,000 to $5,000.
Probably.
Okay.
But that's including light.
No, yo no lo voy a hacer así de lento. Yo lo voy a hacer todo de un jalón. No sé.
I mean, I that's the way I am.
mean, maybe within the year, I've invested more. Maybe like a 2K into like all this stuff, like depotting and a little extra things.
Yeah, and it takes time because for 1 minute you're concentrating on foundations, then another time you're concentrating on lips, and so it's never all.
And then you buy products that just don't work for you, and then it's just like trash, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Out of all the things that you have on the table right now in your whole kit, what would you say is the most essential that a makeup artist should start with?
Okay, so should I repeat the question?
Yeah.
Okay, so out of all the kit, what is the makeup item that is the most essential for the kit itself?
Like essential for
Like,
no, you have to reword it differently, Jennifer.
Okay.
So out of everything you just poured out, everything you have, what is the most essential item or thing that a makeup artist should have?
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Well, maybe you should just ask.
Well, I did. Just answer the question.
Okay.
He's like, just answer the question already.
Well, I mean, I already asked it.
Es que quiero que se escuche claro. Contigo no se puede.
Most essential?
Yeah, like the thing that you're like, okay, I could not live with this thing, and so I would recommend another makeup artist to have this one thing. Or it doesn't have to be one specific thing, but one specific
Category
or series of things. For example, let's just say the little palettes where you have your things. You know what I'm saying? The little white ones.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good one. I think it is the palettes. Because this literally, as you saw Jenny with her kit, she has like 20 something palettes with her, and it takes up literally the majority of her bag. While if you decide to carry smaller palettes or try to repress and condense, you can literally have different tone palettes with you, and you can literally just like grab them with your hand, and they're tiny.
Literally.
And then I feel like, I mean, just because the pants are little, like it literally hasn't even changed like the way I do makeup or the formula or nothing. So I think this.
So you think that's, if somebody were to ask you what is the thing you recommend me to buy first, you would tell them that?
Like literally, like let's say you're advising me right now that my kid is literally like stage 1.
I would advise you to buy little bottles for your foundations.
Okay.
Yes, that's because you don't want to be carrying too much weight on you either.
Yeah.
It's just hard because if you ask that question, like, what are you relating it to? To the product or to the thing that makes your job easier?
Yeah, just to make their lives easier, you know?
Okay, yeah. So the bottles and maybe
the palettes.
This is more expensive. So for somebody starting out, the bottles.
The bottles.
Because this is way more expensive. Because this little plastic container with the pans is probably like close to $40 just for one.
Dang.
Let me see these. Okay. Oh, but I know why.
Why? Yes.
Because it's that brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Por eso.
Yes.
And it's a small brand too.
And it's a small brand. Now, there are other options in the market for you to consider. But I've had experience with cheaper brands or cheaper things that you find on Amazon or you see on Instagram, and they just don't work.
Okay.
They don't work.
So another question, now that I'm looking at this, it's so small. So how often would you have to repress or
I mean, just if you have to refill. Like if you hit pan.
Yeah, and like how many uses does it give you until you hit pan?
Oh, a lot.
Really?
A lot. I've used that so many times and I still haven't hit pan.
But it looks so small. I feel like only 2 uses and I have to refill it again.
No. I've used these quite a bit too.
I mean, cream is because I feel like you use more cream than powder.
Yeah, I guess.
So that's why I was asking with this one.
I've used these a lot. The white one, it's because I always use it. So
yeah.
And before I even depotted, I had bien poquito white, anyways, to begin with.
So you said this is from the actual what? Again?
Makeup Forever cream palette.
Cream.
I think. That's what
So
but what is?
Let's say, Diana, what's your number one piece of advice when it comes to organizing? What would you recommend for somebody?
When it comes to organizing, you have to like know your categories. It helps me to kind of start, like how I start makeup is kind of how I organize them in here. It also helps me like, okay, I have all my foundations here, I have all my concealers here, all my skincare here, all together, kind of keep them in categories. But what helps me is to kind of lay them out how I usually go by doing makeup. Like I first start with cleansing, then skincare, then foundation, then concealer, then cream contour, or just, that's how I start.
The sequence in which you use them.
So next thing I have is my makeup light. I am working on probably getting another tiny bag to put these extra things I have here, but that will be in another video. But so far, this is what's been working for me for several months. So here I have all my glitters and glitter pigments. And then here I have more glitters with rhinestones and other things, which I'll show. Here I have where I place all my dirty brushes after I am done with my makeup appointment. Instead of putting them in a trash bag or in a bag, I just go ahead and put all my dirty brushes here and then go home and clean them. And then I also carry, here is also where I'll also put the little touch-up kits because I don't have anywhere else. And then here I have, this is like, here I have a little travel light, just in case, to light up for pictures, just in case if I don't have my makeup light. And it changes, like, you can change the color and stuff. It's super cute. I don't know. You have to play with it.
Okay.
This is linked on my Amazon storefront.
Oh, then you have the 2 little heads.
Yeah, here and then right here in this little setting is where you can play with the temperature lights.
So do you clip it to something or does it have?
Oh yes. It has the whole little thing and the
girl. I would just wear it as a vest.
So this is the one I use. Again, it's linked on my Amazon storefront account in my bio on my Instagram page. But here in these little baggies, I want to show you what I have pretty quick. I have the little
neon liners.
Yes, the neon liners that you can just get your brush wet and then the liner goes on.
I've been wanting to buy some.
Here are the colors. I have another set with different colors as well.
Oh, okay, those are smaller.
I have my glitters here that I also depotted because they were in bigger containers. They were in these like little glass containers and they kept like bursting out. And I had so many glitter explosions.
And a hot mess.
Yes, so I depotted into little containers. Then I also have rhinestones right here. My mama got me these when she went to Mexico.
Aww.
So I was like, oh, she brought me something.
She remembers me.
Yes. And then I have more rhinestones and pearls.
Aww. Let me see the pearls because, pearls are round, so then it's good that it has the flat head.
Yeah. And then I have these Danessa Merrick's Google Chrome Flakes. They're son como cremitas. So let me show you. If I grab a little bit, they look like that.
So yeah, talking about the rhinestones and pearls and stuff, do you think the trend of using these have kind of died out? Or you think they're still high demand?
I feel like for a minute last summer they were so in. Like everybody was using them in their hair.
Exactly.
But I feel like not anymore. But sometimes I include it in their makeup.
What do you think is in right now? So last year, 2020, what year? 2022 was rhinestones.
Yeah.
What do you think is 2023 so far?
I don't know. I feel like it's more natural.
More natural?
Yeah.
I think like right now it's like the
Or
liners.
I feel like that was last year though.
You think so?
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. Everyone always requests the soft neutrals. Soft
See.
natural. And the last thing I have in this little baggie is electric tape. So this works if you ever get glitter on the face. You just grab a little bit and then dab it and the glitter comes off. So it's a little trick to know.
Tick, tick, tick. Little secrets.
And then the last thing I have in this little baggie are more glitters and chrome flakes that I bought from
Corn flakes.
Chrome flakes.
Girl, I want some cereal. Corn
They're
flakes.
from Kaima Cosmetics. They're completely gorgeous. It's a They're from United Kingdom. But let me show you one that I love. This is one of the swatches from her line.
I think that would have been helpful to put underneath glitter to kind of help it look more blended.
Yeah. And that is it. That's all I have for
the
my
little plastic.
kit. So what do you think, Jenny?
I think, I don't know what to think right now. I'm overwhelmed with how much work needs to be done. I feel like we do underestimate the job of a MUA because obviously this is not something easy and it takes time, effort, and money. So I think me personally, I'm just going to start, like you said, with the foundations and for sure the magnet eyeshadow palette, condensing them into one to make it easier on me. But it's very helpful to see what is to come for me because this is what's going to eventually happen to my kit. So not exactly this way, but somewhat.
Yeah, not
it's
exactly.
like a guidance. So it's nice to know what lays ahead of me.
Yeah, not exactly. You're not going to exactly copy me into exactly doing this to your kit because you're a different person and you work different than I do. But I am hoping that you get to condense it a little bit more. I think it's going to be very exciting to see how your makeup kit turns out and how it's going to look for the future.
Yes, but it's nice to have you to, like I said, guide me. So yeah, but all this looks fun. To me, this is like a little playground for us. And Andres is like this.
Over there,
But we're like,
tips and
we're like,
Why do I put my business out like that?
he literally be like, where's my phone? What he's interested, he'll look up and then he's like,
yes, that's exactly what he's doing.
okay, so Diana, what do you say? And then it's like, and then he loses interest and he's back on his phone.
Okay, cool.
But no, for us it's fun. But what about you? Like, what was the hardest part for you in creating all this kit?
Repressing and depotting, because as a makeup artist, you want to show the actual product container that you bought. Like if you bought a luxury product, you want to make sure that your client sees like, oh, she carries Dior, or like, oh, she carries, Chanel. Like that was hard for me to let that part go because I want people to know that I'm putting good.
Girl, I feel yes.
Like I want people to know that I'm putting good products on them.
And then to put them in this little bottle, it's like, whack, whack, whack.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like, people would judge by how you do makeup, not by what you're carrying. I mean, of course, but what you're carrying.
But the final product
is what everybody's going to look, like, somebody else is going to see que, oh, le hiciste el maquillaje a esa fulanita and like, oh, it looks good or it looks bad. That's the final product they're seeing. And of course, depending on the product is how long lasting you can make the makeup wear as well. So, I mean, that was the hardest part, to get rid of packaging because I wanted people to see what I had. But I mean, I work so much faster this way, and I pick up like whenever I am done and I am in a rush to get out of their house. Like I pick up so quick, and it used to take me like forever back then because I had different bags for this, and I had this over here, and I literally had because everything was full size. And it would take me forever to clean up or to even look for something or take out something out of a bag. That takes up time out of your makeup application. Mm-hmm. So now I literally have everything in one bag. Let's go.
Ready to go? Pues vámonos. Okay. All right. Well, that was nice advice, though.
Yeah. Thank you. We hope you guys like this video.
Yes. Comment down below if you actually just want to be more detailed, because even though this is a lot, it wasn't in detail. Okay, for people that don't know about makeup over there behind camera. But yes, let us know if you want to go more into detail with Diana's kit and stuff. And if you want us to actually record and show you guys my process of her teaching me how to depot and compress everything. So let us know if you would like to see that. And I think we are done. Now we have...
You can find us on Facebook as Eye to Eye Makeup. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook as Makeup and Hair by Diana.
For sure. And like I said, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, Eye to Eye Makeup Podcast. So see you on the next one.